Hi, I'm Matt Tolan, Rail Sector Lead for Adler & Allen. We're doing what's called a baseline asset survey of the fuel infrastructure. So that includes quite a number of services, such as fuel uplift and polishing of over 300,000 litres of fuel, internal tank cleaning, waste removal and waste disposal. We're also then doing a full NDT of the tanks. And then we are also doing electrical testing and tagging and a full fuel pipeline inspection as well. The rail industry is really important to the business of Adler & Allen, and we're growing exponentially in this particular area. We do a lot of kind of planned and also reactive services, but we do that particularly to the network, to the train operating companies, freight operating companies, the rail leasing companies, CP6, CP7 companies, and a lot of the maintenance companies as well, so quite varied. We are a risks accredited supplier, which is fundamental to our ability to work with the rail network, be that the train operator companies, freight operator companies, or the network. So it's really important for us to have that status. The rail industry, again, is quite interesting at the moment. There's lots of challenges that they're currently having. So it could be something as simple as making customers happy, or having that kind of aim of achieving net zero, or the move to kind of electrification. So we can work with all of those pieces. The biggest element for us is helping all types of business with their assets and understanding how to maximise those assets in terms of their lifespan. So that's our kind of real focus, is looking at the assets on site. That could be primary, secondary or tertiary containment, and what I mean by that is the fuel infrastructure, the bunds, or the interceptors or drainage on the sites as well. So that's the kind of key element that we're looking to work with. We've got over 90 years experience in this particular marketplace, and we've grown and worked with that expertise over that time. But in recent years, we've started to look more towards two elements, the planned works and the reactive works. So we have contracts in place on what's called reactive response or emergency response. So that could be anything from oil, chemical, or hazardous goods. But the kind of real focus is around the kind of what we mentioned before, the containment elements, so the tank, the primary, secondary and tertiary containment. So our real focus there is looking at the planned maintenance on those particular elements, but also from a perspective of looking at the inspection, remediation, and then the PPM program following that. So we have also a lot of kind of reactive works as well, specialisms. So we've got things like crisis management. We've got the whole environmental incident response piece around oil, chemical or hazardous goods. We've also got the bits there around kind of hazardous waste management as well. And we've also been kind of included things such as vegetation removal and also graffiti removal as well. So the plan works include things like inspection, remediation, and also new installs. The focus around that is making sure that we work with organisations from a compliant piece. So it's working with all kind of legislation and guidelines in place to make sure that what we do suggest and recommend to the business, it makes sure that you're protected, but also your sites are safe as possible.